We are going to fight this election peacefully. We don't need violence. We don't want to see the blood of an African person because of the elections. If the IFP does violence and the ANC do violence, do not get involved in violence in the name of votes. We must hate seeing blood of black people. Because if we don't want to see our own blood, let's not see the blood of others.
Hello, welcome back. Welcome all to our channel. This is Facts About Africa, the African channel where we share thoughts and changing the narrative of Mother Africa. So this video from Julius Malema I want to share with you, because once we talk about the speeches which reminding us to unite as Africans, I can't forget the son of the soul from South Africa, Julius Malema. So we know South Africa this year, they are going to have a general election. So Julius Malema said, as black people, we don't need to see blood of our fellow black people in the name of election.
EFF, we protect one another. We protect black people. We don't attack people and say this one is a Zimbabwean. This, not in the EFF. Yeah. Zimbabwean, Nigerian, anyone else that looks like me is me. I see myself in every African, and because I love myself, I will love my fellow Africans. In the EFF is black love. Let's ensure that we spread black love. Even those of the ANC who are there, don't fight with them. Show them black love. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. They are just lost. They will see direction one day and follow the right movement. So when here in KwaZulu-Natal, Chairperson, the EFF must never engage in violence. We are going to fight this election peacefully. We don't need violence. We don't want to see the blood of an African person because of the elections. If the IFP does violence and the ANC do violence, do not get involved in violence in the name of votes. We must hate seeing blood of black people. Because if we don't want to see our own blood, let's not see the blood of others. We want peace and we want tolerance and we want successful elections where EFF will emerge victorious here in KwaZulu-Natal as the government of the day. Whatever happens, I can tell you now, the ANC will not win KwaZulu-Natal. That is a fact, and they too know it, that they will not govern this province. So prepare yourself for the people's government, for a caring government. Amanda! Amanda! Thank you very much. And please, let's continue the good fight and fight for the cause of economic freedom in our lifetime. What we exist for as the EFF is the land. We don't exist for anything. Once we get the land, everything will come. All of you are going to leave school here. You have to go to the land. You have to have your own land. Because if you don't have property, you don't have dignity. So the fight for the land is the fight to restore the dignity of African people. So when you join the EFF, you must know you are joining Subukwe's dream. You are joining Steve Biko's dream of ensuring that black people's dignity is restored. That is what we exist for, and that's why they don't want us. We want you to have the land. We want you to have jobs. When you live here, there must be jobs for you. Because if you live with a degree and there is no job for you, those who come after you will not go to school. They will say, why must I go to school? Because he's got a degree. This one doesn't have anything, including matric. But they are getting 350, both of them. We cannot have that. 350 must continue, but it must be given to matriculants. When you have matric and you can't be employed, it must be 1,000. when you have a degree, it must be 3,000 so that you get according to your qualification. Why must we get the same amount of money when we are not educated the same way? So we want you to go to school. When you can't get a job, government must pay you for going to school so that those who come after you know that going to school pays. They must not worship criminals. They must not worship inkabi. They must worship you, the educated ones, and want to follow in your footsteps. But if we bring you here, you live here, you don't have a land. You live here, you don't have jobs. You live here, there is load shedding. No one will follow in your footsteps. We want the future generation to follow you. That's why we must resolve the future now. The EFF, when it speaks about this, is not a promise. It's a commitment. When we are in parliament, we will make laws that speak to this. And it doesn't matter whether we win elections or not. We propose laws in parliament and we still get them to be passed even when we are not in majority, because we lead through superior logic. We are the ones who said to parliament, close the embassy of Israel. Parliament passed a resolution to close the embassy of Israel. That is the EFF for you. So whether we are in power or not, the laws that protect black people, we will propose them and will fight for those laws to be part of the laws of South Africa. When we say insourcing, we mean there is no private company that must give government cleaners, that must give DUT cleaners.